An 84-year-old woman vanishes from her own home. Investigators find blood on the porch. A masked, armed person is caught on video outside the house. And now, authorities believe she may have been taken against her will. This is the disturbing disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today co-anchor Savannah Guthrie, was last seen at her home in the Catalina foothills area near Tucson, Arizona, on the evening of January 31st, 2026. She was reported missing the next day after she failed to appear for church, and investigators quickly said they did not believe she left on her own. Authorities have described her as a vulnerable adult who has difficulty walking, has a pacemaker, and needs daily medication for a heart condition. Then the case took a darker turn. Authorities said blood traces were found on Nancy Guthrie's porch, and that discovery helped push the investigation away from the idea of a simple disappearance and toward a suspected abduction. Investigators later publicly said they believed she had likely been taken against her will. That alone made this case deeply disturbing because it suggested something violent may have happened right outside her own front door. But one of the most chilling details came from surveillance footage. The FBI released video tied to the case showing an armed individual appearing to tamper with the camera at Nancy Guthrie's front door on the morning of her disappearance. The Bureau said it is seeking help identifying that person. For a case like this, that changes everything. It is no longer just a mystery about someone missing. There is now video of a suspicious person outside the home, apparently interfering with the camera right around the time Nancy vanished. That is the kind of detail that makes people wonder whether this was planned. Was Nancy targeted? Did someone know her routine? Did they know she lived alone? And if that person on camera is connected, why were they armed and trying to tamper with the doorbell camera? Those are the kinds of questions people across the country are now asking as this case grows bigger. As the search intensified, the case drew national attention, not only because of Savannah Guthrie's name, but because of how unsettling the evidence was. Law enforcement brought in major resources, and the FBI joined the investigation. Public tips poured in, and officials asked people to submit any nearby surveillance footage or digital information that might help place Nancy or identify suspicious activity near her home. The family has also pushed hard to keep attention on the case. In recent weeks, Savannah Guthrie said the family was offering a $1 million reward for information, while AP also reported the FBI itself had separately announced a reward offer in the case. Her family has returned to the home, created a public tribute, and continued pleading for answers. That tells you how desperate and urgent this situation still is. And that urgency matters even more because of Nancy's health. According to the FBI, she needs daily medication and has a heart condition. Investigators have made clear from the beginning that time is critical. Every day without answers makes this case more frightening. So what actually happened that night? How does an elderly woman disappear from her own home? Why was there blood on the porch? Who is the masked, armed person on the video? And was Nancy Guthrie specifically targeted? Right now, the case remains one of the most disturbing missing person investigations in the country. And until investigators identify the person seen tampering with that camera, those questions are only going to get darker.